I gave you my heart.
Yo, what's up, Pride Nation? Back at you with another one on today. Make sure you guys hit that subscription button, subscribe to the channel, do not miss an upload. We're going to talk about draft pick Jeffrey Okudah, who went in the first round to the Detroit Lions. So let's go ahead and get right into it. All right, guys. Last night's draft went all kind of different ways that I didn't think that would happen. And I got to admit, I got to eat the crow on it because I pretty much thought that the Detroit Lions would go with Isaiah Simmons. I was one of those guys that thought that Isaiah Simmons was going to be a cultural changing player for the Detroit Lions, or a game changer for the Detroit Lions, because they really didn't have that type of player on defense. But boy, I was wrong. And my guy, MicroMike, he got it right. He said from day one that they would take Jeffrey Okudah. And I just kept trying to ignore the fact that he was saying that. And I was thinking that, man, they need a guy like Isaiah Simmons who can do it all. But sometimes when you don't play a solid position, sometimes you don't get the rewards or the benefits that other guys do, because sometimes they want you to be able to perfect that one position. And by Isaiah Simmons being a Swiss Army knife and being able to be a guy that's very versatile, and we know that that's something that Matt Patricia and them is always talking about, having guys that are versatile, guys that can do many things. So we thought that Isaiah Simmons would have fit the culture of what they're trying to do. But last night, the Detroit Lions ended up selecting Okudah. And like I said, guys, I'm not mad about the situation. It is what it is. The Lions did have a need for a corner. I didn't think they'll take a corner that high at the number 3 position. But I hope that Okudah turns out to be the stud that they drafted. I hope that he'll be that guy that they need to play that man press corner position. Now, the biggest thing is, I thought that, they should have gave Amani Warrior the opportunity to start. But it looks like you're going to have to eventually start Okudah. Whether or not they let those two guys battle out for the position, if they have a training camp this season, I don't know. But Jeffrey Okudah is not a bad corner. He's a very, very talented cornerback, and he normally is able to stay with his man, and that's what you need, especially in the Patricia defense. You need to be able to play man, and not too many corners are good at playing man. Some corners are better at playing zone, and I definitely think that Okudah was a pick that they probably could have waited for if he would have failed late. Now, see, what I was thinking, guys, that, there was so many rumors out there that the Detroit Lions were going to end up trading the 3rd pick. And I thought that they would probably either trade it to the Miami Dolphins or to the Jacksonville Jaguars. But neither trade fell through. You didn't get a trade until like the middle of the draft. Finally, somebody decided to trade. And I think that was the Tampa Bay Buccaneers and the San Francisco 49ers. But only thing you can say is welcome to Detroit, Jeff Okudah. Hope you panned out to be the type of player that the Detroit Lions envision you to be. And man, I did not see this coming. I did not think that they would take a corner that high. But boy, I was wrong. So definitely I got to eat the crow on it, because I thought it would be Isaiah Simmons. I thought that the Lions were sold on Simmons, and apparently all the mock drafts, all the guys that have been mocking and saying that Jeffrey Okudah would be a Detroit Lions were right. They said it from day one that the Lions needed a corner and that they were going to take Jeff Okudah. And last night, that thing came to fruition. So let me know, if you're a Detroit Lions fan, how do you feel about the Detroit Lions taking Jeffrey Okudah instead of picking up Isaiah Simmons? I thought that they would go with Simmons, but they decided to go with Jeffrey Okudah. So now you have a corner, and hopefully he turns out to be a stud. All right, guys, leave it in the comment section what you think about Jeffrey Okudah. Peace.
I gave you my heart.